Hello, yeah, at this point you should have finished watching the video clip. From the video, you should have seen what diffusion is all about in humans. That usually we breathe in oxygen, and the oxygen which we inhale enters the alveoli, and from the wall of the alveoli, which is rich in blood supply, the oxygen will diffuse into the bloodstream where it will break down glucose to release energy and then carbon dioxide. The carbon dioxide, which is then released, would pass through the walls of the alveoli, which is about 1 cell thick, and diffuse into the lungs, and then we can exhale it. So we inhale oxygen. The oxygen will pass through the wall of the alveoli into the bloodstream. In the bloodstream, the oxygen will break down glucose to release carbon dioxide. The carbon dioxide, which is in high concentration in the bloodstream, will then diffuse back into the alveoli, and then we can exhale it. Okay, in plants also, the oxygen would diffuse out through the stoma after photosynthesis. So carbon dioxide will diffuse through the stomata, stoma for one, stomata for more than one, and then diffuse into the leaf. In the chloroplast, photosynthesis would occur and oxygen will be released. After photosynthesis, oxygen will be high in the leaf. That's the concentration of high oxygen will be high in the leaf. This oxygen that is high concentration can then diffuse out of the leaf. So these are the two ways or two examples that you can use to explain diffusion in plants and animals. Okay, so can you please answer these questions to test our knowledge? I think you can pause the video. You have 3 minutes to complete these questions. Thank you. Okay, amazing students. Can we go through your answers now? So get your green pen ready so that we can mark your answers. The first question is, use words from the box to name the structures labeled A and B. So structures A and B. So A is the nucleus, while B is the cell membrane. Okay, second question. The cell in the diagram is an animal cell. How can you tell it is an animal cell and not a plant cell? Give 2 reasons. So looking at the diagram, you can see that it has a cell membrane but no cell wall. So plant cells usually have cell wall. Okay, also looking at this, it does not have permanent vacuum. So plant cells have got permanent vacuum while animal cells have no permanent vacuum. And the next thing to look at is this cell does not have chloroplast. So usually plant cells have chloroplast while animal cells do not have chloroplast. So these are the 3 reasons that you can give. Okay, the last question. Oxygen will diffuse in the diagram. Why? So oxygen will diffuse into the cell in the diagram. Why? Use information from the diagram. So when you look at the diagram, you will see that you have high concentration of oxygen outside the cell and low concentration of oxygen inside the cell. So the oxygen that is in high concentration outside the cell will diffuse into the cell. So that's because of concentration gradient. Okay, so if you got any of these right, can you please mark it? Okay, what's your score? Amazing, excellent. All right, well done. So next question to go through. You have another 2 minutes to answer these 2 questions. So you can pause the video now. Thank you. Okay, well done. So the diagram shows 4 ways in which molecules may move into and out of a cell. The dots show the concentration of molecules, so we can see the different dots. So the cell is respiring aerobically, which arrow A, B, C, or D represent movement of oxygen molecules. So if the cell is respiring aerobically, that means oxygen will move into the cell. So A, the arrow A represents oxygen moving into the cell. Oxygen that is in high concentration outside the cell is moving into the cell. Okay, movement of carbon dioxide molecule. So after respiration, the carbon dioxide will be released. So the carbon dioxide concentration will be high inside the cell. So looking at this, you will see that here the carbon dioxide, yes, is high and is high in B as well. But the arrow B shows the carbon dioxide moving into the atmosphere because the carbon dioxide is what? High in the cell. So it's now moving out of the cell, which is which out of the cell, and outside the cell have got low carbon dioxide. So the answer is A and then B. And the last question is, name the process by which these gases move into and out of the cell. So of course it's diffusion. So if you got this all correct, can you please give yourself some lovely ticks? Amazing, well done. Oh, that's really good. Okay, next question. What is the word equation for photosynthesis? If you also know the symbol one, that's excellent. You can also write it. Where does plant get carbon dioxide from? Where does a plant get water from? How do gases get into and out of a plant? You have 3 questions. Not really, 4 questions, and you have 3 minutes. So pause the video now to answer the questions. Thank you. Okay, lovely. Can we go through your answers now? The first question, what is the word equation for photosynthesis? The word equation is carbon dioxide plus water to give us glucose plus oxygen. Second question, where does a plant get carbon dioxide from? So the plant, they get carbon dioxide from the air. Where does a plant get water from? So plants absorb water from the soil by the roots. Okay, how do gases get into and out of a plant? So gases actually get into the plant through the stomata on the leaf. And if you wrote the symbol equation for photosynthesis, that's amazing. So what did you score? 4 out of 4? 3, 2, excellent. Amazing, well done. Okay, please answer the questions. Thank you. Okay, let's go through your answers now. So, diffusion is the movement of particles or molecules or ions, atoms, from a high concentration to a low concentration down a concentration gradient. So down concentration gradient. So movement of particles, molecules, ions from an area of high concentration to low concentration down a concentration gradient. Then the next question is, name one gas that would diffuse from point A to point B. Now, after photosynthesis, oxygen will be high in concentration in A, so oxygen will diffuse out on a sunny day, because on a sunny day, expect photosynthesis to occur. Okay, So can you please mark your answers? Thank you. Okay, amazing. What did you score? All right. Well done. Well done. Well done, you. Well done. Give yourself some smiley face. Okay, next question. Which ones are true and which ones are false? Diffusion is the movement of particles from a low to a high concentration. That's false because it's from high to low. B, diffusion particles or in diffusion particles move down a concentration gradient. Is that true or false? That's true because in diffusion particles move down a concentration gradient. C, diffusion requires energy. Now, diffusion does not require energy because it's a passive transport, a passive process. Then D, oxygen diffuses into animal cells. Of course, oxygen diffuses into animal cells. So B and D are correct. Amazing. Excellent student. Thanks for today's lesson. So please answer the questions on your knowledge organizer and send back the question to your teacher. So if I'm your teacher, send back the question to me. But if I'm not your teacher, please send back the question to your teacher. Thank you very much and have a lovely day. Thank you, excellent students. Amazing. Do what you enjoy doing most and be good at all times. Thank you very much.